offense gets set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go on EA Sports. More now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down, Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Murray going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Runs over it, shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On second down, Prescott again. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. The give is to Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
$6-0 our score after 1. Second and 6. A give to Elliott. Trucks over him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
After the sack on first down, Murray caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Throwing on first down is Murray. Finding Ertz again. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
I'm going to come back to you.
Murray now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. There he goes left side.
You ain't nothing!
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Moore now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, now
looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Come on now, let's go.
A final shot before half for Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Pollard to return from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. Buying time to his left. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
And it's caught. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Elliott. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Moore now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Throwing now is Murray. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
To throw, it's Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a first down throw complete downfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And able to find a little space, he gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Murray now on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Out of the gun, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Steps away, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, that they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. One started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. They go play action now. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Pass incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the two-point play.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike 40.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Now Murray. Steps away to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Shotgun now from Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Move. We got 4. We got 4. 40's the line. Squeeze.
From the gun, Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals! Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now Jackson.
Boy, how about the speed with which is off?
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 4 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Murray has the 1st down and more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw again on second down. Murray, flush to his right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike 40. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me.
First down, Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Double dog. That's the way.
Murray now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Play action. Now it's Murray on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner, and he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Rolling to his left, and he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Tucker's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Throwing again, Murray. Buying time to his left. And the reception made by Green. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. Touchdown! A.J. Green, 32 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from taking the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray out to his left. And he is not going to get in. And I think the proponents of the Chargers saying, hey, why not kick it? The failure to convert is going to keep this game tied. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Jackson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
Throwing, Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
First throw of overtime for Murray. Being chased out left. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On first down, Edmonds. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.